sorry, not iTag. I
Rain's
already
coming.
organised all the components in
Hello,
iTag.
TJ.
Again, if anyone paid attention to the fucking thread that
Hi,
post.
TJ.
I saw it alright.
Hello.
Me and Ryan. Ryan's coming. I'm sure.
Rain's coming? Groovy.
Yeah. I'm sure he's coming. Can I get a link to the group?
What about that play? Yeah. Okay, so Rain's coming. Groovy.
Can I get a group
I
link?
spared you from Sizzled for this time round. Yes, it's season 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Season 5, week 1, it is... Who's your what's it?
Aaron,
Hey.
Doku, is there a group link? Okay.
I'll be back in a minute. Just return it out.
I'm not gonna lie, I kinda wanna play Smoke with Gravity on.
Why does it say season 4 in the introduction video? So I'm not impressed, man. It says season 4 OLTP. YOLO, man. Nah, that's what
You
it
got these fancy like loading screens and shit beforehand. You gotta teach me how to do this, man. I think you did, but I just don't know how to do it. Like, are you just window capturing it, or...?
Yeah, I'm just playing it through VLC.
Okay, do you window capture it just VLC? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Radio.
What teams are playing? Who am I commentating?
Yeah, what are the teams now? Okay, the Ballbusters versus the
and
Ballfathers.
Ballfathers.
That's
I'm
gonna
never
get
gonna remember that.
real confusing. Real
It's
quickly.
Acti versus Asby. Oh, fuck that.
That just makes it even harder.
Yeah, have fun with that, boys.
Do you have a group link?
Shall I make one?
Acti, group.
No, I just connected, man.
Oh,
Sorry, here's a group.
sick.
Have fun.
Rewatch.
Probably not.
Wait, what is the game starting?
At 8:30.
It looks like the game's already started.
What do you mean?
Like, the game.
Nah, it's past Jeremy and Marla.
Yeah.
Oh. Yo, new player,
Yeah.
do you want to move to
Hey.
streamer?
Yep.
Sure.
Hello.
Hello. Cool.
Okay, you are now a commentator.
Cool.
So
So is this game like starting? Or what? Acti and Asby both just left the group.
oh shit. In week 1, all players are eligible for small OLTP unless they've played or will play in the big OLTP that same week.
Oh shit.
Don't worry.
We definitely have a majors team.
We definitely have a majors team, so we'll worry about that tomorrow morning. What's up, Hoog? Oh shit, I know what I can do.
What?
Pick up a free agent, man.
Oh yeah. Are any of them any good?
Oops, nah. But I mean, like, at least, I mean, on forfeit. I mean, like, okay, I'm gonna drop Mesa.
You already have, haven't you?
Alright, 4 minutes and this game has to start. Is the stream ready?
Yep.
Awesome.
Wait. Has it been shorted to 10 minutes?
It has.
That's annoying. Why didn't anyone tell me about this?
We just did.
Like through some large document that I could have read through. Because of other rule changes.
I don't know.
These conditions. I'll pass that along. Hoog, Shandor says, F you.
Oh no, I saw it.
Okay, good. I just promised you my pass it along. These are the teams. He's been playing D.
I believe these are the teams.
Cool.
So, who wants to do the introduction?
I can make something up.
Make something up if you want, man.
This is the first game, right?
Yep.
Sweet.
Alright, I'm easy. Turn allow self-summon off Doku, please. Or, yeah, I don't know, have the Rook open in the new tab if you need.
Self-assignment needs to be on,
Why?
so that if there's a sub, they can get in the game.
Yeah, but people will like move themselves to the spectate hook.
We'll know about it.
We'll just kick them.
Will we know about it?
Yes, I'll be
But
in
if
this.
we-
I can see if they're in it or not.
If we kick them, then they can't be a sub.
What, they've tried to spectate?
Well, they broke the rules.
Okay, the back door was just kick them.
Hang on. Dokugan, can you give the thing to me and I can take care of it?
yeah, sure.
I'm leader. Sweet. Oh, it's good.
Give us like a countdown, then we should start, Doctor. Are we streaming now?
Yep, we've been on mic for like.
Oh,
20
fantastic.
minutes.
Welcome everyone to the first inaugural game of OLTP Season 5. With me is commentating Rain, and streaming is Doctor. The game is between the Ballbusters and the Ballfathers, and no one will be able to tell them apart.
Man, what original team names this season?
It doesn't help that they're like led by Aspi and Acti.
Yeah,
There's literally no chance of me getting the names right, so I'm not going to try.
yeah, I wouldn't, and I'm pretty sure, at least that Aspi's playing defense this season.
Is he?
Yeah, I'm pretty
I guess
sure
with the
the
Steam
lineups-
Letty, yeah, you'd have to.
A Steam and Letty to the blue side, which will be the Ballfathers, and Aspi their captain and King Hit on defense, I guess.
Yeah?
Yeah. Why not?
I mean, like, if you've got a Steam Letty on O, you have to sort of assume anyone else left.
Yeah, true. And Ballbusters
Is
will
looks like
most
Vin on D.
likely be Vin and Milo on D and Whiskey
Yeah.
and Acti on O. But
That's what I assume.
I'm not 100% sure. I don't think anybody is in the first game, so let's get into it, I guess.
Alright, so launching off, looks like Aspi's grabbed that middle pup, it's a rolling bomb, and Vinsanity's got the tag pro for his team, King Hit has got the Juke Juice for his on D. That tag pro could do good things if Acti can actually get in position to help him with it, although it looks like Letty's going to hold him off as much as he can. Letty shut that down, and it's just one-on-one. That should try and get the grab here, but that Juke Juice has forced them to go flag pro, so Vinsanity is going to be away 4. Meanwhile, Milo is holding it down with Whiskey Jack on D. Vin's coming in. This could be a capping opportunity. Esteem and Aspi ahead. Esteem has grabbed. Whiskey's going to try and shut that down with Milo. They've shut it down. Still just 3 ahead, though. And they've shut it down again. But this has put Red off to a good head start on the regrab train if they can get Vin back before Acti dies here. Looks like Letty and Esteem have shut him down, and they're in good position to also shut Vin down. Meanwhile, Whiskey and Milo at the other end are just completely stopping any sort of grabbing opportunities from Aspi and King Hit.
And Whiskey and Milo are so good at defense, there's absolutely no chance for Letty and, Letty and King Hit to get a grab on. But they've got the TP in the base now, so.
Yeah, Pop's just come up. Looks like Vince will lead Acti out, or he'll try to. They've gone away 1, but Aspi shut that down.
Great play by Aspi to get that return there. With the Juke Juice on the hands of Acti, it was a pretty good cap opportunity, but.
Yeah, absolutely great work using those team tiles to boost up there. So Aspi is away. He's ahead of... never mind. Whiskey has sniped him from behind, and Milo's quickly shut down the re.
Man, Letty has not made much happen in the first couple of minutes. I mean, as one of the highest coins players in the draft, being completely neutralised by Milo and Whiskey.
Although he has just done some good work with King Hit on D there, shut down that offense. And looks like we've got our next round of pups coming up. Letty and King Hit set up the blue in mid and bottom right. Vince and Acti set up in same places. Whiskey got bottom left with Juke Juice. King Hit has a tag pro, and Letty got the other Juke Juice. Acti has managed to get away, so this is a capping opportunity if they can shut this down. If that's a return for a cap now, they're not going to get it. Letty just saves it.
Great play by Letty. Letty's defense has been really, really strong too.
Rock solid. Actually, they're going to be looking at a cap here. Acti's coming in. They're blocking King Hit. Oh, they don't manage to block King Hit out. That really should have been a cap with the 2 of them there just against that 1 through top.
that second hesitation really cost Red Team there. I mean,
Absolutely.
Acti just didn't really know where to go, and King Hit just closed him down perfectly. So really, really good play by King Hit, but he should not have had the opportunity to get that.
It could be a sign of poor communication between the teams.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough when you're in that situation as the offender to really like know which way to go, because I mean, there's so many different ways that I'm
Absolutely.
our side of the block there, but.
So pops are up, and it looks like Blue's going to get all three. King Hit rolling bomb that's swiftly disabled, but they've got a Juke Juice and a rolling bomb on O in the hands of Esteem and Letty.
Esteem and Letty, this looks like it should be a cap.
That's the scariest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, that should be a cap. I mean, Letty will just juke out Whiskey and Milo. It doesn't
With a Juke
even
Juice,
matter
it's
about
ridiculous.
the TP, like...
Oh, he gets shut down!
Man, they went so fast for that. Like, they didn't even make the call to discuss
It looks like, I think their pups are running out, which was what they were
Yeah.
worried about.
Yeah, they were rushing it, but I mean, they weren't really in a good position at that second. To go
No.
They probably could have waited, but did Eager?
Yeah, over eager. Alright, Aspie is looking to get away. He's managed to boost out under the toes of King Hit. It's just got Esteem and Aspie just
Lovely play, lovely.
juked
play.
around. And Aspie has stolen it from him.
Great play by Aspie there. Perfect positioning. There was pretty much no way for Acti to cap there, which is unlucky because he made some really good plays getting around King Hit.
So Pups just came up, and it looks like both of these teams are feeling a bit lax on Pups at the moment, as Vin's managed to grab a Juke Juice while flag carrying. King Hit getting the other Juke Juice and Letty picking up the rolling bomb. These teams are both fairly frantic at the moment, with both flags out of base.
King Hit not really making much of that Juke Juice there. I mean, he wasn't really close to the flag carrier for the chase.
No.
Which Letty was just standing there waiting for Whiskey to come in. Oh, 2 returns, but not much happening as...
Yeah, they're just going to get
Standing
shut down here again with that 4 in base there.
5 minutes gone into the game. Not much happening in the way of decisive capping opportunities. I'd say the blue team pretty much has the advantage in terms of the pressure going on the map, but really it's pretty even going the last half of this half.
We might see some of these teams have a bit of advantage, especially the blue team with those mid and bottom left pops, and they have managed to grab them because they were the ones that knew when they come up. Oh, it looks like they've actually grabbed bottom right as well. They've picked up all 3 pops. They definitely want to take advantage of this with Esteem leading Aspie out of the base. There's only 2 to beat with a tag per lead. This is an easy cap.
They have enough time left on these pups that they and that
he's had to walk around. They haven't stuck close enough together.
They just wasted the pups there by exactly, by not sticking close enough together. They could have just slowly and decisively gone closer and closer to the flag, but they just tried to rush it too hard again, and it seems like they overextended and then they got forced back and Red just cleared up.
It looks like there might have been some concern around the boost, but I don't think anyone was really in a position to use it. Bit of a misplay there.
Quite.
The next round of pups is coming up soon. Doesn't look like anyone's really even looking at it, although King Hit and Acti might have a bit of a fight over bottom right.
It looks like as the game's gone on, the pup control from both teams has got a lot more diligent.
Yeah, absolutely. After those couple of rotations where it was basically one person sidling up to this floating pup, they definitely both locked it down.
Has been a similar situation to how it was before, except this time he's got 2 behind him and his own flag out of base.
This should still be a cap, but King Hit
Vin.
just can't close it down.
Vin's delaying about a few seconds on getting the return was so decisive because it meant that they had to commit 2 people towards there again, and they didn't have anybody else blocking for Aspie.
Looks like it's settled back down into a fairly solid reset. Next pups are coming up soon again. That tends to be how this map goes, I've found. As soon as you finally get a reset, pups are coming up to just ruin it again.
Even an offensive duo as accomplished as Esteem and Aspie would not be able to get through Milo and Whiskey Jack without pups. There's no way in the world.
Not on Smoke.
No way in the world. Did they get the middle one? It goes down?
They did. It was Aspie, it was a rolling bomb, and then a tag pro to each team.
They have that TP on D, but I mean, with the TP of Whiskey Jack on D, that's not much happening, and they're both going to rotate to offense now.
Yeah, but they're both rotating alone, it looks like. I'm not sure how much use they're going to get out of it.
They're going to expire in a couple of seconds, and really, If Whiskey grabs some classics, and Aspie's got a 1v4 in base. I mean, I don't think these teams are really thinking about the next 30, 40 seconds and the way that they're positioning. They're really just thinking about keeping their flag as safe as they can. They're playing an overwhelmingly defensive game, both these teams.
Which, I mean, you can do that when you're a cap ahead on this map, but right now they both need to make a capping opportunity happen, and it's not working for them.
Vin with some lovely tunes. Gets shut down by King and Letty.
Yeah, there was no way he was getting out of there. More pups coming up again.
Like they're going... Aspie just spiked himself. They went... so they rotated like 2 people to go to the middle pup. One of them just was hanging around middle, didn't know what to do. And then all of them left.
Sorry to interrupt, but it looks like Whiskey and Acti, both had tag pros. Acti was flag pro, but couldn't get away even.
Whiskey
That's a
with a double
fantastic
kill.
grab, Whiskey.
Oh man, that was so lucky. He did not know where either of them were spawning going into
Oh,
that. He
but
just
he
went, oh no!
Walks into the spike. That would have been an easy cap.
Acti hit the TP in the base, so it was a capping opportunity. It just went to waste. Poor Whiskey. Poor Whiskey.
Dokagon has raised the point that Letty's actually playing D this game as opposed to Aspie, which we all thought he would, given that Letty and his team made such a splash in Season 3.
I don't really know if that's the best kind of...
looks like Vin just got
Can't
away
see.
top. This could be a capping opportunity if Steam gets blocked out.
Ooh, lovely.
He has been. That's the cap.
Decisive cap. Lovely decisive cap.
Fantastic work by Milo blocking out of Steam. He is slippery as hell. And that is the first cap of Season 5.
That looked too simple. That looked really too simple. The defense really wasn't on Vin at all.
Just
It really
slipped up.
wasn't communicating, and there was just nobody could really do anything once he went top. I mean, it was just too late by then, and Vin gets an easy cap.
King hit, just letting Acti take that top side juke around him, around the button. That's very embarrassing.
Ooh. Actually, that was an ambitious juke, mate.
They've got the flag out, the red team. Acti's back on re, so they've got a fairly good train going if they can just hold it together long enough to convert it to a cap.
The game's half, sorry, it's going to end in a few seconds, so I don't know if the chain's going to be too
Oh,
quick.
yeah, that'll do it then.
So 1-0 going into half time. First game of OLTP. 1-0 to the Ballbusters, playing on red this half. Next half, obviously you can swap colours, so blue will be the Ballbusters and red will be the Ballfathers.
With power-ups, the winning team, the Ballbusters, actually only got 13 of 30, so they're a little behind, although all in all it was fairly even, and I think that was bore out in the game in how stalematy it was.
13 to 17 isn't too huge of a difference, especially when there were a fair few rotations where the Ballfathers got every single pup on the map, which kind of skews it a bit. But I think that the TPs were, and the TPs and the RBs, we just used a lot more effectively by red team there. I mean, neither team really looked that decisive at this stage. They really even game. But the opportunities that Ballbusters were making with Vin and Acti on the flag looked a lot more clean.
I feel like definitely Ballfathers, Aspie's team, will be very disappointed with that. They had several times either a team was leading or being led out of base by a tag pro that they just couldn't convert to a cap. And if they converted every one of those, they'd be winning this game by like 2 caps by now. Hopefully we'll see a little bit more patience, a little bit better communication with those leads into base.
I think the main thing that you just mentioned is communication. I mean, at one point we saw only a few minutes into that first half, Acti kind of having a bit of a blunder on communication with his defense, not really knowing where to go, not making that decision quick enough, and that couple of seconds cost him and King got the return. So I think obviously the first game of the season, obviously only the first game of the season, but I think if either of these teams in the next half have a lot more cohesive communication and they can easily communicate from the defense to the offense what needs to happen and how the offense needs to get into the base, that will be the difference between these two teams.
Oh, it's definitely anyone's game still at this point. They both had a couple capping opportunities that can easily swing it if they just manage to convert them this half.
Yeah, quite. And yeah, I mean, I guess really the two big things to touch on are the use of the puffs, which hasn't been that good. I mean, I've definitely seen Letty and Esteem use better puffs, and I mean, Aspie will be just mortified that he wasted 2 TP leads. But yeah, they've really got to make the pub rotations happen.
Just waiting on Hoog, I believe, to rotate the teams, and then both teams to be ready. Probably fairly extensive halftime talks going on both sides, I'd imagine. So what do you think about the Ballfathers, the one with Letty on it? Are they going to try and swap them around to playing Letty on O, Aspie on D with King Hit?
It's tricky. I think Aspie's team is just, it's just honestly, it looks really good on the surface, but once you get down to it on a map like Smirk, I don't know if they're going to be that effective, no matter which combination of offenders and defenders they play. Because I mean, I don't know if Aspie and King Hit are good enough. I think King Hit is, but I'm not
King
sure.
Hit definitely is from what we've seen in this half, but King Hit Aspie is. I don't think he can lead a defense. Which he would need to with playing with Aspie.
Vin and Acti are playing really well, and they're making Letty and King Hit sometimes just completely useless. Which, if they put Aspie into D, I'm not sure that they would survive this next half, honestly. In terms of the offense, Esteem and Letty's by far the best offensive duo they've got on the team.
Absolutely.
I mean, by far, you can see that Aspie and Esteem just aren't cohesive this half. They just weren't cohesive at all. And you know, going into the game, if you play Esteem and Letty on offense, that they're
going to work together well.
99% of the time, they're going to be really, really effective together. And that's something that you really need on Smurf. You can't go into the game and, you know, your offense is shaky, because you just have a lot of pressure on you the whole game if your offense isn't getting out of base consistently.
Absolutely. Looking at the Ballbusters, Whiskey and Milo have been just dominant in defense. And they've built on that really well with a couple of regrab chains, which are very hard to do on Smirk. It's really easy to get shut down. And Acti and Vin on O both stepped up really well. They've definitely done better than I thought they would. Especially Vin with that last cap, Acti blocking the button for him.
I've really been impressed with Insanity. Really have been impressed with Insanity. He in his debut Majors game, that was just an insane first half from the block. I mean, the mechanical jukes he was making against the likes of Letty and King Hit were really good. And I mean,
looks
really
like there's a call of back to group here because Hoog has forgotten to swap the teams.
I thought that he did.
Well done, Hoog.
I mean, Hoog, just give leader to me or your friend, man. Because you can't be trusted.
I'm busy at the moment, sorry.
Why would you take lead if you're busy? Anyway.
I'm sorry.
It's all good.
I think they'll probably sort out their own teams. Alright, this looks right. Alright, launching into the second half here.
1-0 towards blue side this half. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think I've slipped up yet.
It's confusing. I catch myself like a second before I say even them, just to make sure.
You called activation SP.
I didn't want to.
Nah, I reckon I've done that too. Okay, so Juke Juices for both teams in their power-up spawns, and the RB in the middle.
RB in the middle is just going to be quickly disabled. It's not going to matter much, which I always like to see in Smirk, because otherwise it's just such a huge advantage.
Actually,
the better spawn.
Vin can get that and get out of the way of Letty if he's quick enough.
Looks like Letty's made a good boost though, and shut that down.
Great boost. Aspie playing that really intelligently, knows that he wants to maximise that pop timer. That was great play. The pop timer fact is going to expire in about 4 or 5 seconds, and Aspie's got a solid 15 left.
I don't know how much I agree with that, to be honest, because it's left their offense alone, and Acti is away. If they can block him off this button with the Juke Juice, he's spiked himself.
I'm facepalming so hard, man.
That was such an easy cap, especially with Aspie spiking himself as well.
That was such a facepalm, man. Like,
they'll be kicking themselves for that, especially with the opportunity to take that easy 2-0 lead.
Both teams are playing incredibly sloppy at the moment. Just
Still early days, still early days.
yeah, first 50 seconds. Pup's going over. Vin looks like he's in a better position.
Acti is basically uncontested for that middle pup, looks like.
Oh,
Letty's just swooped in.
left it to
Potatoes
later.
goes.
I don't know why Steam went so early to get that wrapped up. It's coming up.
Yeah,
now.
that might be a lack of communication. Great boost in from King Hit, managing to get the pup and away with it, with the rolling bomb.
And Steam and Letty are now defense, and Aspi and King Hit are now the offenders, and
Team of the year.
spiked himself with an RB. Okay.
Steam's managed to get a pretty good grab off that boost. That bottom boost is a bit tricky. Oh, that's
Great play
fantastic.
by
Blocking by Aspi. I don't think it's going to be
He
enough to
might
stop
get
him.
caught. Ooh,
Yeah.
Good
Going
play
through
by
that
Aspi.
middle's really hard because you can just sit in that two-tile gap and there's nothing you can do about it.
Really good play by Aspi to get the blocks on there through Steam though. That if they
He is going through middle again and he's going to be shut down again.
Why do they keep going through middle? If they come into base a bit slower and the defense tells them how to come into base, they can they're not just going two and getting killed every single time they get the flag. Pup's coming up though, Steam should be able to get that.
Oh, he
he
just
can't.
left. Aspi's
can't.
managed to take it,
There's
but
a
it
TP
doesn't
in
matter
the
too
base.
much.
TP in the base and Steam's can return. Oh, Letty at the
Oh.
TP though.
Letty and King Hit, great work to take that pup, although it has let Vinsanity out top.
Oh, Vin's out with a captain
Dangerous
opportunity,
spot, but
Acti can't get
Aspi looks pretty safe.
Oh.
Aspi's coming into base. If Letty and a Steam, Acti's just gonna snipe him down. Whiskey's managed to get away top. That's a great button by Acti.
No one's near King Hit though. Milo's covering the base, just trying to cover the button.
Yeah, he's floating around hoping to get some regrab going, but it looks like he'll just be shut down.
Oh, Acti kills Letty. This could be a capping opportunity if they get a quick return here, and they do. Esteem is the only one in the base.
With two blocks on
Milo
this, you'd hope this
blocking.
would be another
That
cap.
is
Yeah, that's
another
going to be 2-0 to whichever team Acti leads.
Ballbusters.
Ballbusters.
We got it. Alright, middle's up now, and Acti gets it.
Acti's
Letty
grabbed
doesn't know what the timer is. This communication's falling apart.
Acti should be able to easily take this bottom left one, especially with how much it's been delayed. Yeah, there he goes.
And that's domino affecting this. Oh no, Acti, no. Okay, so Acti TP expires, but he wastes the juke juice because that expired at a different time. Oh,
He
well.
should have just grabbed that tag bro straight away, to be honest. Got the juke juice rather. Maybe shut down a couple of those defenders, giving himself an easy grab, or if not, then let Vin come in. I think it was.
I reckon Vin could have really made something happen there with the juke juice because
If you'd given it to him.
if he'd given it to him and they'd had the TP lead for at least 4 or 5 seconds getting out of the base, that could have been really effective because Esteem and Aspi aren't playing that well at the moment. I mean, they didn't. Yeah, I mean, at halftime, I'm not sure what they really changed, but they didn't really change how they were getting out of base and getting
Next round of
their
pups
own.
is up. Acti and Whiskey have grabbed both of the on-time pups, and it looks like they're going to be able to get this one as well using Acti's tag pro.
2 TPs and the juke juice. This
And
is just
Acti and Vin on O with a juke juice and a tag pro. This should be a cap.
wow. This is
But
an
Acti
absolute
has
massacre.
wandered away.
Nah, he's just preventing the button being held.
Yeah, this is another cap.
Yeah, this is another.
Good hold by Aspi, but he's not going to be able to do it for him.
Man, it's so disappointing. So disappointing.
Yeah, games really started getting away.
Yeah, I mean, the communication for Ballfathers is just falling apart. They don't know the pup timers. They don't know what to do when they got the flag. They're just running around like heads of chickens at the moment, and Blue's completely taking advantage of it with some really useful
Letty
pups.
has switched over to O now, as Dokagon notes. So it is King Hit and Aspi sitting on D. I support this change. They do need something to mix it up a bit.
I DC. Shit.
You do said. Alright, fantastic. New friend solo com. The next pup round has come up, and again, Acti's got a tag pro to help him secure that bottom left pup.
They have a TP and another pup because they always get a pup. It's always a TP, and they can always use the other pup that they have to maximum efficiency. As you can see, Whiskey doing just
Whiskey
there.
with a beautiful
What a
bomb. If they can
beautiful
just
bomb.
shut down King Hit, which shouldn't be that difficult.
Oh, this is a beautiful play by Whiskey and Milo.
Great work,
They will-
Milo. Great
Oh,
work, Acti with the boost. That's another cap.
That was communication from the blue team, and that's what red team just does not have at the moment.
And It was really fantastic patience with the flag carrier as well, not trying to force the block to happen. They waited for Acti to secure it, and they went in. Another round of pups coming up. Blue's a bit out of position for that left one. Looks like it'll... Oh, no, that one's delayed.
Ladies grabbing the flag when the pups are up. I mean, I don't necessarily agree with the decision because they're going to get returned really quickly.
Yeah, they got returned, and that's going to give Whiskey pre-access to that tag pro.
And they have a chance at getting the left pup this time. The Ballfathers.
Yep, they have. They've actually managed to secure some pups this round.
So the
Aspie has switched over to O, which is good use, but Whiskey's just going to kiss him.
Oh no, Whiskey's TP expires in like 2 seconds as well.
They can just play. They can afford to play that defensively because now Aspie has to take all the time to get back to base, and they're still 4 caps rather ahead.
And because Aspie was all the way in his own base, his TP was expired by the time he got back to theirs. This use of the pups is just really not economical by the Ballfathers. They really, really, really need to change that if they want to come back from this 4-0 deficit. But
Acti's team really, I think they got a bit lucky, but they capitalized on that luck with Acti getting the tag pro and then holding that pup, I think 3 rounds in a row for his offender to force a cap.
Oh, King gets a middle TP though, and that could be a lovely, lovely...
Oh, if Letty grabs this rolling bomb that spawns under him, this needs to juke out someone here.
Why isn't King Hit using the TP though?
King Hit is going back to with the tag pro when he could be securing this cap.
Oh, Letty
and Letty's grabbed it. Letty's grabbed the wall boost.
Alright, 2 caps in the game now.
3 caps.
Oh, true. 2 caps in the half.
I don't think they're going to be able to pull that lead around in 2.5 minutes.
It's doable. I mean, you can cap really quickly on Smoke, but they've really, really got to mess up for you to cap quickly on this map. It's a really patient map, yeah.
It doesn't look like Milo and Whiskey just aren't going to give you that opportunity.
That was their only slip up, in my opinion.
Oh, Letty has gone away, but he's going through mid.
Oh, he spiked himself. Oh no.
That's a shame.
Oh no. I think
Next
he
round of
probably
pups coming soon.
Next round of pups, Esteem grabs and lose the flag. That means that right is probably going to go down.
It's free for Aspie. Whiskey's forcing mid, at least to disable it.
Right,
Aspie picks up a tag pro.
And that's just more bad news.
He's going to stay on D with it. No, there he goes.
He's going to probably try and stay on D and then neutralize the tag pro coming into base, and that means that Aspie's not going to have much time left at all when he gets back.
It's again just that passive play that they've been allowed to do from the lead they've garnered from that great use of pups earlier.
Exactly.
It's just really going to put Aspie's team out of the game.
I mean, if you weren't down caps, if you weren't up caps, that play by Acti would have been probably not optimal, but because he's already up a lot of caps, he has the opportunity to play really safe and solidify this lead.
I do not envy being in the offenders on Aspie's team at the moment. Crowding from Milo and Whiskey has just been such a chore for them all game. And getting away as well. Another fight for pups. Whiskey's Jack has, again, for Acti's team, grabbed the bottom left pup. Looks like Aspie grabbed the juke juice from bottom left, Whiskey grabbed bottom right. And I didn't see where mid went. Looks like King Hit has it. He's going to try and use the last strikes of his juke juice to get away, but unfortunately he's shut down by Milo. And with 15 seconds left, that's probably going to be your scoreline.
I think Vim might be able to cap this, honestly.
Aspie's not played that well. That is going to be another cap.
That sums up the game for Aspie's team, honestly. That really does sum up the game. That was just really not well played.
And Whiskey Jack, Acti, Milo, top 3 on the scoreboard. Power-ups.
Vin getting 2 caps. In my opinion, I think Vin probably played one of the best games of the people on the map. Whiskey and Milo, though, out of this world.
Just dominating.
Out of this world. I mean,
you couldn't take anything from them.
13, 19 returns for the red team there, compared to 24 for the blue team. A lot more consistently getting those returns in.
Let's see if we might be able to get some captains in here for an interview.
Yeah.
Alright, dragging him in here. Here's Asby.
What's up, Asby?
Hey man, hey guys.
How are you, man? Bad luck in that game, dude.
Not really. Okay, kind of, but yeah.
You played a really good first half, we thought, but it all sort of kind of fell apart in that second half. Especially with, we thought your pup control got a bit bad.
Yeah, I definitely agree. You know, at halftime, I told my team we got to step up in pups, but unfortunately the opposite happened, and they ended up getting 3 pups for a few rounds, which is definitely not helpful for my team. But yeah, overall we were just outclassed by the other team. It wasn't like they weren't much better than us, but they were good enough to like get a solid, deserved victory.
Yeah, actually, especially we saw you grabbing tag pro from right, going over to left, which Asby had delayed at the start of the game, using that tag pro to secure left for Vin or another one of your offenders, and then just rolling that through to a cap. At least twice it happened, and threatened a third time.
Yeah, it kind of helped with the delay. So if we did get a tap room in, we had their pup secured, which we had 2 pups, and then we could have got the third.
That happened like twice, and like both times it happened, you got a cap off it.
Yeah.
Going back to what you were saying before, Aspie, about how a few times ACT's team got all the pups on the map.
Yeah.
I guess what really stood out for me was a few times in the first half, it was the opposite, and your team was getting all the pups. But the way that ACT's team was using those pups was a lot cleaner on offense, and it was just making the difference. I thought that Milo and Whiskey Jack played around those pups so well that it was just making it really hard for you and Esteem or Letty and Esteem to be.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like we worked a lot on like how to use pups properly. Like we got out of base easily whenever we had a pup, but coming in to get the cap, like we weren't.
Yeah, exactly.
We weren't very good in that aspect. But
you always felt like you were rushing just a little bit more than you really had to.
Yeah, I definitely felt that as well, and that's what we also talked about. And I don't like people rushing when we have tag free leads. Like you have the advantage, just take it slow. Usually, that's probably best. But yeah, no, they use their pups better than us, essentially.
I mean, honestly, I didn't think that Acti's team played the perfect game by any means. I thought that the first half was really, really even. Don't think either of you guys were too impressed with the first half, how your teams were playing. Actually, I thought out of the gates, the second half, though, completely controlling the game. Controlling pups, the use of the pups, how you were positioning around the map was almost flawless. It was just really, really nice to see, especially in the first week.
Thanks, man.
All good, man. I've got to go. I've got a game in like 20 minutes. So thank you, Doc, again, for streaming the first game of OLTP.
Season 5.
Season 5, week 1. Probably know that.
Thanks for commentating, guys.
No worries at all. 5-1.
Yeah, thanks for streaming and commentating, guys.
5-1 towards Ballfathers. Ballbusters.
I have no.
5-1.
5-1.
5-1.
Was it 1?
Yep.
When was it? 1?
It was 1.
First half, man.
No, it wasn't first half. It was second half. They capped.
Alright, whatever. We didn't even commentate. Okay.
This has been Ryan and my friend commentating. Thanks. Bye.
Best commentators ever.